Have you ever thought about the complex relationship we human beings have with alligators? Once seen as a threat and hunted for their hides, these resilient creatures have now become part of our fascination, even symbolizing the identity of places like Florida and New Orleans. Let me tell you about the Great American Alligator Museum, a unique place that captures this evolving relationship. Opened by Liz and Robert McDade in 2022, it features an array of alligator-themed memorabilia, from fossils to folk art, even tiny taxidermy alligators dressed in costumes. But the connection with these awe-inspiring creatures is not just about fear or fascination. It's a story of survival, conservation, and a balance between humans and the wild. And it all started with an encounter with a 14-foot taxidermy alligator named Fido. Can you believe that? But hold on. The most intriguing part about this mutual existence is, well, you'll have to stay tuned to find out. What's up, my amazing and curious folks? As always, I'm your host, Cesar, ready to unravel more mysteries together. Joining me today is the ever-vibrant and insightful Sonia.
Hello, everyone. Excited to dive into today's topic.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode of the Curiosity Wonderland. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we have in store for you. Let's delve deeper into the complex world of the Great American Alligator Museum, folks. Imagine stepping into this fascinating place. Your first sight? A whopping 14-foot taxidermy alligator named Fido, greeting you with a wide, toothy grin. You might think you've stepped back in time to the age of dinosaurs. As you venture further into this Alligator Wonderland, you'll encounter something that would melt even the coldest heart. A cute baby alligator named Killer, who is part of Louisiana's conservation initiative. The contrast is as fascinating as it sounds. Ready to go down a rabbit hole of alligator wonder? The museum's eclectic collection is a feast for the eyes and mind. From folk art, fossils, and deformed alligator heads, to alligator-themed Mardi Gras beads and TV sitcom memorabilia, it's a journey through the complex relationship between humans and gators. The museum masterfully captures the duality of our feelings towards alligators. For example, a display exploring the brutal reality of alligator poaching sits alongside a room full of miniature taxidermy alligators. These little fellas aren't just sitting around though, they're dancing, playing drums, and shooting pool. What do you think? Do you find the idea of these prehistoric creatures being fearsome and cute at the same time as intriguing as I do? Our relationship with alligators has evolved over time. Initially, it was driven by fear and the desire to control. Early Europeans saw these creatures as threats, and they hunted them, not just for protection, but also for profit.
So at first it was all about survival, right?
Exactly. But as the alligator skin trade began to flourish in the early to mid-19th century, people started to admire the resilience of these creatures.
I guess it's hard not to respect an animal that survived the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Absolutely. Did you know these creatures can hold their breath underwater for up to 45 minutes and their bite force is 4 times stronger than a lion's? Some of the larger ones can even go a year without food.
That's incredibly impressive. No wonder they've been around for so long.
Indeed. In places like Florida and New Orleans, these creatures have been intertwined with human life for a very long time. Over time, they've become a part of the identity of these areas.
Yeah, they've become iconic symbols of these regions.
That's right. But by the 1950s, excessive poaching threatened to push the American alligator to the brink of extinction. It was their valuable hides, used to make everything from purses to shoes, that put them in such danger.
That must have been a wake-up call for conservation efforts.
Spot on. Recognizing the alligator as a vital predator in the ecosystem, conservation efforts kicked in. The state of Louisiana deserves a lot of credit here. They initiated an alligator management program in 1972, which involved collecting alligator eggs, incubating them, and releasing a certain percentage of the larger hatchlings back into the swamp.
So a portion of these alligators were given a head start in life.
Yes, and the initiative has proven to be a great success. It's now being duplicated worldwide for other endangered crocodilian species. The resilience of alligators is truly stunning. From the brink of extinction, we now have over 2.2 million alligators. This is largely due to the conservation efforts that gained momentum during the 70s and 80s. Speaking of the 70s and 80s, that's when our friends, the McDades, were selling fossils and minerals from their rock shop at an open-air flea market in New Orleans. As they observed the increasing availability of alligator products due to the changed conservation laws, they realized how amazing these creatures were. Originally, the McDades had planned to open a fossil museum next to their rock shop to increase foot traffic. Unfortunately, Hurricane Katrina put a pause to these plans. But every cloud has a silver lining. The pause allowed the McDades to develop a new vision for their museum, one centered around alligators. The catalyst for this switch was a 14-foot taxidermy alligator named Fido. The McDades first saw Fido at a trade show in Florida, and it sparked a fascination with alligators they dubbed as Gatoritis. Eventually, Fido came home with the McDades to New Orleans, and the couple found themselves in possession of a 50-million-year-old fossil of a caiman, an alligator relative. Isn't it incredible, listeners, how moments of adversity can lead to innovative ideas? Hurricane Katrina may have disrupted the McDades' original plan, but it also opened the door to a new one, the Great American Alligator Museum. What do you think? Have you ever experienced a moment in your life when a disruption led to a new, possibly better path? And what other curious facts would you like to know about alligators? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying this journey into the world of alligators. The McDades' sense of responsibility towards the caiman fossil was a turning point. They believed it deserved to be seen by the public, not kept hidden away. It's this open-minded perspective that allowed their vision for a unique museum to truly take shape.
So it wasn't just about alligators, but about showcasing the history and relationship between humans and these creatures.
Exactly. The museum's collection grew to include historical artifacts, folk art, memorabilia, and countless tokens of our historic relationship with alligators. Two key pieces are, of course, the caiman fossil and Fido.
I can't help but wonder about these tiny costume taxidermy gators. They sound both cute and creepy.
They really encapsulate our complex feelings towards alligators. We've moved from fearing them to incorporating them into our pop culture in a somewhat affectionate, if still a little macabre manner.
It's interesting to see how our relationship with these creatures is evolving.
Absolutely. These days, when you visit Florida or Louisiana, the emphasis is more on observing and appreciating alligators rather than hunting them. People are swapping guns for cameras, taking fanboat rides to see them, and even snapping pictures of their children with baby alligators.
So, it's clear that our relationship with alligators is not just surviving, but evolving in a more respectful and friendly direction.
Indeed. It's a testament to how far we've come in our understanding and appreciation of these resilient creatures. What a journey we've been on today, folks. We've explored the fascinating tale of the Great American Alligator Museum in New Orleans, a testament to the evolving relationship between humans and alligators. From fear to fascination, from hunting to conserving, the story of the alligator is one of resilience, and dare I say, a bit of style. Who else can pull off a tiny costume quite like a taxidermy alligator?
Absolutely. It's a story that truly captures the warmth, fear, and curiosity that these creatures inspire in us. Thank you all for joining us on this adventure into the world of alligators. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to smash that like button and share it with your friends.
And drop a comment. Let us know what you think about these creatures, the museum, and the shift in our relationship with them. It's always a pleasure to know your thoughts.
And with that, we come to the end of our episode. Stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, every mystery has a story. We'll see you in the next episode of Curiosity Wonderland.
Goodbye, everyone. Stay safe and keep being fascinated by the world around you. This intriguing tale of human-alligator relationships comes from an article titled How Alligators and Humans Became Friends, Kind of, by Jennifer Byrne, published on February 22nd, 2024 on the Atlas Obscura site. For those who want to explore further, we've included the full URL in the video description. Until next time, folks.